Hi, this is Eric Parts Doctor, and today we're going to show you how to replace the Hall sensor, otherwise known as the Rotor Position Sensor, on your LG washer. These instructions also apply to some Kenmore models that were manufactured by LG. These Kenmore models have 796 as the first three digits of their model number. The Hall sensor, or Rotor Position Sensor, monitors the speed at which the motor is spinning. When this part fails, the washer may display an LE error code, or the washer may not spin or agitate at all. If you need to purchase a new Hall sensor for your LG washer, you can check our website, partsdoctor.com, where we sell parts for all major appliance brands. Here at Parts Doctor, we only sell authentic, genuine parts sourced directly from the manufacturer. For this repair, you'll need to disconnect power and water to the washer. On the back of the washer, use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the 4 screws holding the back panel to the washer. Next, lift the back panel till the bottom retainers are free. Then, lower the back panel to free the top retainers and set it aside. Then, using a 17mm socket, remove the bolt holding the rotor in place. When removing this bolt, we suggest removing it with an impact drill. If you do not have an impact drill, you can remove it by hand, but you will need to hold the rotor by hand and use a jerking motion to break it free. Or, if possible, have someone hold the basket in place. Next, slide the rotor off of the washer. You may need to wiggle it from side to side to get it to slide off, as there are magnets on the inside of the assembly. Then, using a 10mm socket, remove the 6 bolts holding the stator assembly in place. Next, gently slide the stator off of the washer, being careful as it is still connected by an electrical connector. Then, gently depress the retaining tabs on the electrical connectors to remove them. Then, using a flathead screwdriver, gently lift on the retainers on the inside of the stator assembly to remove the Hall sensor. If you need to purchase a new Hall sensor, you can check our website, partsdoctor.com. We'll leave a link in the description below. You want to make sure that you are searching with the model number from the tag on your washer to make sure you are getting the correct part. To install, align the Hall sensor to the stator assembly and press it into place. Then, reconnect the electrical connectors to the stator and to the Hall sensor. Then, set the stator onto the tub of the washer. Then, thread each bolt by hand to prevent cross-threading. Make sure to work in a star pattern when fully tightening the bolts. Align the rotor assembly to the washer and press it into place. When installing the rotor assembly, be careful to not pinch your fingers, as the rotor assembly will pull itself towards the stator. You may need to spin it to make sure that the inner teeth are aligned. Before installing the rotor assembly's bolt, make sure to apply thread lock to the bolt in order to keep it in place. It is recommended to put a drop of blue thread lock in the center of the bolt's thread, then start it by hand to prevent cross-threading. Do not put the thread lock into the hole for the bolt. If you're installing the bolt by hand, you may need to hold the rotor in place to secure it or use a jerking motion. If available, we recommend using an impact drill. Next, align the back panel to the back of the washer so that the top 2 tabs go under the retainers. Then, lower the back panel so that the 2 lower retainers sit in the slots on the washer. Next, reinstall the 4 screws. And that's it for today's video, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. And for more videos like this, please consider subscribing.